just come to this, hasn't it? I'm gonna be real with you. Vic, I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. I'm not gonna try, because I'm just gonna butcher it and end up saying Magogna or something. Most of you people know in the anime community that he's been put under some allegations. Both Rooster Teeth and Funimation has ceased his work and won't work with him anymore because of these. Because it makes them look bad. They wouldn't even let him try to prove himself or prove the allegations wrong. I'm in a forensics and government class. Those so-called pictures from those conventions, which most of the times he does conventions, he's taking his own time out of these wonderful anime that he's in, which is a lot, to do this for the anime community. So don't you dare take him for granted. He's voiced people that you didn't even know. Go look at his IDBM or IBDM or whatever it's called. IDMB, there we go. But he's most notable for Edward Elric in Full Metal Alchemist, Broly in the Dragon Ball Z movies, and in the Dragon Ball Super movie that just came out, and Crow in RWBY, or RWBY. He's been laid off by Funimation. He's been laid off by Rooster Teeth. He can't work anymore because of some pictures that are shoddy at most. Most of the people that know him know that he's close to people, close to fans. And people who were standing near him during those so-called sexual assaults and forced kissing and stuff like that, they claim that he asked them first. And that the hugs may not have been asked for, but you usually give hugs to celebrities when you're standing right next to them. You always see them in pictures. Hugs, handshakes, stuff like that. It's kind of mandatory when you're doing that stuff. I mean, celebrities at Comic-Cons and convention or other conventions. You know, this stuff like this, true or not, can ruin people's lives. We've seen it before. If anybody tries to charge me with sexual assault, I'm out of a job for the rest of my life. And the thing is, this crap only happens ever during or after something big happens. Bill Cosby got called out after he did his special about not ending his comedic scene until he's actually physically dead. Allegations against Trump when he was running for office. Allegations against Vic right after frickin' Dragon Ball Super movie. And after the final episode of the 6th volume of RWBY. Why? Because the people who are doing this just want attention. Whether they're true or not. And I don't want to hear crap about, oh, but it's so hard for them to come out. Yeah, right. I know people that have actually been raped and sexually assaulted. They came to their friends and family, and their friends and family went to the police to report it. and were the actual persecutors against those people. It's not as hard as you think. I know one person that got raped, stood up, and then walked right into the police station and did it just fine. Yeah, she had to have several years of therapy, but it's not that hard. Don't wait, because some of these allegations are coming from 2005, 2010. In most states, stuff like that, you can't charge or even try to take it to court past a certain date that they did it, or that you're claiming that they did it. I believe Florida and California have the highest statured date for crime like that, at 5 years. This stuff that happened in 2005 and 2010, this crap that I don't believe even happened, because he was such a busy man that he barely had time for this crap. He barely had time for the Comic Cons, but he made it there because he wanted to meet fans. He wanted all of that. And that stuff about him being homophobic, he didn't even have to lean on his LGBT friends to say that. Being homophobic means that you are afraid of gay people. Not that you hate them. Not that anything like that. It's just the fear of them. Phobia. Yeah, he refused to sign yaoi artwork. I would too. Unless if it is licensed by the show. Like, yeah, if it's fan art where it's like Broly versus Goku redrawn, or redrawing the new Broly in the old art style, yeah, maybe I would, if I was in his place. But I'd still be shoddy on that. And everything else. Like, he works at Rooster Teeth. Or he worked at Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth is a pretty liberal station. Yet it's in Texas. A very Republican state. He worked at Rooster Teeth. If he had any problem with the LGBT community, he would have been kicked out a long time ago. Funimation. They're starting to put in little SJW remarks throughout their stuff. If you've ever watched that, like, Dragon Maid thing, like last episode, if you watched it subbed and then dubbed, you'd totally see the difference. The rest of the episodes are just fine. It's just that last one had a whole bunch of SJW remarks in the English dub. You see, it takes one small thing to ruin a man's life for the rest of his life. If any of you guys came and tried to charge me with sexual assault or rape, whether I won or you won, I'd be out of a job the rest of my life. I wouldn't be able to provide for myself. I wouldn't be able to provide for my family. And now he can't. Yeah, he has a lot of money, but money runs out, especially when you're out of work. Money for gas, money for food, money for insurance, money for heat and electricity and house payments and all that. Just give him his job back. Until it is proven or disproven by court of law beyond a reasonable doubt, let him have his job back. Stop this. I, Dragon Ball Genesis, stand with Vic. please, if you stand with Vic too, on Twitter, on YouTube, on any of that, make videos, post comments, hashtag I stand with Vic. But if you're against him, I'm gonna say this right now. You don't deserve him. Take anything he voice acts, throw it away. You already paid for it. Take all your Broly movies and Ruby volumes that you bought on DVD, throw them away. Funimation and Rooster Teeth already have their money from it. These companies are just looking out for their image. They don't care about their voice actors. If Barbara Dunkelman did something like this, they'd kick her off too. She's way more important than Vic to them, 'cause they can just kill off Crow and nobody'd bat an eye. But if they kill off Yang from Ruby, everybody's gonna pay attention and want her back. Fight wrongdoings. Like this. Help him out. Help yourself out. Help the anime community out. I'm not saying that he's innocent or guilty yet, but I myself, in a government and lawful standpoint, have not seen any evidence that directly puts him to this beyond reasonable doubt, and therefore I have to say, as of yet, he is innocent. Goodbye.